The first time the alien ships arrived, the sky over Earth seemed to split apart. They weren't like anything humanity had seen before. Thousands of colossal vessels glided silently into orbit, sleek as blades, their hulls shimmering with energy that bent the light around them. To those watching from the ground, they looked like gods descending from the stars. The news feeds filled with images, alien fleets blotting out constellations, their shadows sweeping across oceans and cities. And then came the message. It was not broadcast in words, but through direct thought, pressed gently into every human mind. The voice was calm, resonant, as if speaking from a cathedral of eternity. People of Earth, do not fear. We are the Elendari. We have come to protect you. The phrase repeated, carried in every language, every dialect, spoken with such certainty that many fell to their knees in awe. Across the globe, some wept with relief. Others whispered prayers of thanks. And only a few narrowed their eyes. Protection. It was a simple word, but one that carried a heavy history. Humanity knew it well, too well. Every empire that had ever risen on Earth had once claimed the same. Protection had always come with chains, taxes, rulers, borders, servitude. Protection meant control. In Geneva, where representatives of Earth gathered to face the newcomers, the air was heavy with tension. The chamber shook with the resonance of the alien projection, a towering figure of light, faceless yet commanding. The Elendari envoy spoke again. We see your struggles, your wars, your vulnerability. Alone you will not survive the galaxy's dangers. We offer you guardianship. We will shield you from threats you cannot face. Trust in us. The room erupted with whispers. Some delegates leaned forward eagerly, as if salvation had finally come. Others sat back wary. But at the center table, the human ambassador did not flinch. Her name was Admiral Helena Voss, a woman forged by decades of service in wars that the public had long since buried. She had commanded fleets in silence, hidden away from public eye, watching the stars for the inevitable day they would no longer be alone. She did not rise immediately, did not bow to the shimmering envoy. Instead she smiled. It wasn't a polite smile. It wasn't gratitude. It was the smile of a predator, amused by prey that thought itself a hunter. Protect us. Helena's voice rang through the chamber. From what? The envoy pulsed brighter, the projection swirling like mist. From powers beyond your comprehension. From civilizations that would enslave or destroy you. We are your guardians, your only hope of survival. The delegates shifted, some nodding eagerly. But Helena only tilted her head, her smile sharpening. Really? She asked softly. Try harder. The words echoed like a spark dropped into dry grass. The alien envoy paused, its form flickering as though confused. You do not understand. Your species is fragile. You are ill-prepared for what lurks beyond this system. Helena leaned forward, her eyes gleaming. You think we're fragile because we still breathe air and bleed red. Because we haven't spread our banners across the galaxy. But let me tell you what you've walked into. She rose from her chair. The chamber fell silent. Humanity doesn't need protection. We never have. From the moment we crawled out of the mud, we've fought for every scrap of existence. We survived ice ages, plagues, and wars that scarred the Earth itself. We've killed gods and written new ones. Every empire that tried to protect us ended in ash. And while you've been floating in your shining ships, we've been preparing. Not to be saved, but to meet you. A murmur swept through the chamber. The envoy dimmed slightly as though recalibrating. Helena tapped the table. The room's walls flickered, and suddenly the chamber filled with images, classified feeds from deep space. Dark, angular ships hovered in the void beyond Neptune. Their surfaces drank in light, invisible to all but the most advanced sensors. Human warships. Not sleek and elegant like the alien fleet, but monstrous in design, armored like fortresses, armed with weapons that pulsed with barely contained fury. The delegates gasped. Few even knew such a fleet existed. The alien envoy recoiled. Helena's smile widened. You came here expecting gratitude. Expecting submission. You thought we were children staring up at the stars. But we've already stepped into them. We've already learned what it takes to survive. She walked slowly toward the projection, her voice rising. Do you know what it means to be human? It means fighting against a world that wanted us dead from the beginning. It means turning every weakness into strength, every failure into fire. You offer protection because you think we're weak. She stopped, looking up at the alien form with steel in her eyes. We are not weak. We are the reason predators fear the dark. Silence followed. The delegates sat frozen, caught between awe and dread. The alien envoy flickered violently, its voice thinner now. You threaten us? Helena's grin turned razor-sharp. No. I'm just telling you the truth. If you came to control us, you'll find that Earth is no one's vassal. If you came to test us, you'll discover that humanity doesn't take tests. We rewrite the questions. Her final words cut through the chamber like a blade. So if you really want to protect us, try harder. For a moment, the projection froze, light unraveling into static. Then, without another word, the envoy vanished. The alien fleet remained in orbit, silent, motionless. But for the first time since their arrival, their aura of supremacy had cracked. The galaxy had always whispered of Earth as a backwater world, fragile and unworthy. Now, in one declaration, in one grin, the lie had been shattered. Humanity did not bow. Humanity did not beg. Humanity smiled, because deep down they knew something the stars had yet to learn. Earth was not a child needing protection. Earth was the storm that the galaxy should fear. The day the alien ships arrived, humanity stared in wonder. They didn't come quietly. Their vessels were like golden beacons carved from starlight, filling Earth's orbit in a majestic display. Each ship was a cathedral of technology, its surface glowing with unfamiliar runes, its engines humming with a deep, resonant power. They drifted across the black void with a grace that made even the most advanced human designs look crude by comparison. To the billions watching from below, the message was clear. Gods had come to Earth. When their voices finally spoke, it wasn't through radio waves or screens but directly into the minds of all humanity. People of Earth, we come in peace. We are the Seraphon Dominion. We see your struggle. We see your pain. You are vulnerable. Alone you will not survive the storms of the galaxy. But do not fear, for we will protect you. The words fell like honey. Politicians praised them. Religious leaders declared prophecy fulfilled. Entire cities held vigils under the golden light of the alien fleet. Children cheered in the streets. But not everyone was smiling. At the United Earth Assembly in Geneva, the alien envoys appeared in a shimmering projection. Figures tall and robed, their forms blurred by radiant light. Their voices were smooth, reassuring, dripping with authority. You face dangers beyond your comprehension, the envoy declared. Pirates who devour worlds. Empires that enslave entire races. We are your shield. All we ask is your cooperation, your trust. Around the chamber, the delegates murmured with excitement. To many this was salvation. For centuries, humanity had looked at the stars and feared what lurked there. Now guardians had arrived. What was there to question? And yet, in the center row, one figure leaned back in his chair, smirking as though watching a street magician perform the oldest trick in the book. General Marcus Hale had spent his life in the shadows of war. While the public dreamed of peace, he'd commanded fleets that no one was supposed to know existed, sanctioned by governments that denied them. He knew propaganda when he heard it, and he knew predators when he saw them. When the envoy finished, Marcus stood. Protection, he repeated, his voice carrying across the hall. That's what you're offering? The envoy inclined its glowing head. Yes. You are vulnerable. Your world is fragile. Without us, you cannot endure. Marcus chuckled, shaking his head. Funny thing about protection. History tells us it always comes with a leash. The chamber stirred uncomfortably. Some glared at him. How dare he challenge their saviors? But Marcus ignored them. He fixed his gaze on the shimmering alien. Really? His smirk widened. Try harder. The envoy's glow pulsed sharply. You misunderstand. The galaxy is vast and merciless. Without guidance, without defense, your people will perish. Marcus's eyes hardened. Let me tell you something about my people. We were born into mercilessness. From the beginning, this planet tried to kill us. Storms, beasts, plagues, fire, ice. And yet here we stand. Every war we fought, every disaster we endured, every empire that promised us peace in exchange for obedience, we survived them all. Not because we were protected. Because we fought back. He tapped his wrist. The chamber's walls shimmered and suddenly the air filled with projections. Not alien visions. Human ones. Far beyond Pluto, black ships lurked in the darkness, war machines designed in silence. They were nothing like the alien fleet's golden elegance. Human ships were brutal, jagged, like weapons ripped from nightmares. Their hulls were layered with armor thick enough to shrug off asteroids. Their cannons glowed with energy harvested from reactors that could split moons. A collective gasp filled the chamber. Most of the assembly had never seen them. Even many governments had been kept in the dark. But Marcus had commanded them, built them, hidden them for this very day. The envoy recoiled, its voice flickering. This is not possible. Marcus stepped forward. Oh, it's possible. You thought you were the only ones preparing. You thought we'd be desperate, ready to kneel. But while you were polishing your golden ships, we were forging blades in the dark. You came here to test us, didn't you? To see if we'd submit. The envoy's light sputtered. We came to protect you. No, Marcus snapped, his grin widening into something sharp. You came to control us. Dress it up however you like, guardianship, protection, guidance, it's all the same. A cage made to look like a gift. The chamber erupted into shouts, some outraged, others terrified. But Marcus ignored them. His eyes never left the envoy. You wanted to see weakness. You wanted to see fear. Instead, you'll see this: humanity doesn't ask for protection. Humanity is the storm you should fear. For the first time, the envoy faltered. Its glowing figure flickered violently, as though the signal itself had been shaken. When it finally spoke, its voice was sharper, brittle. You would challenge us? You would risk your survival? Marcus's smirk became a wolfish grin. Challenge you? No. We don't need to challenge you. We just need to show you the truth. We don't need guardians. We don't need saviors. And if you think you can put a leash on us, try harder. With that, the projection shattered. The envoy was gone. Above Earth, the golden ships still glowed, their brilliance dimmer than before. The world below watched, breathless. The illusion had cracked. The Seraphon Dominion had expected worship. They had expected a species desperate to kneel. Instead, they had found a trap waiting, one baited with the arrogance of their own superiority. For the first time, the aliens hesitated. And in that hesitation, humanity's grin spread wider. Because survival wasn't something that could be gifted. It was something carved out of blood, fire, and defiance. And Earth had been carving it since the dawn of time. The galaxy trembled when the Volari Armada emerged above Earth. Their ships were unlike anything the solar system had seen. Vast crescent-shaped titans, bristling with weapons and radiating shimmering shields of energy. They didn't hide their arrival. They wanted to be seen. To be feared. Their engines lit the sky like false suns, casting long shadows across the oceans. The message came seconds later, booming across every channel, every broadcast, every corner of human civilization. People of Earth, do not be afraid. We are the Volari Concord. We are your protectors. The galaxy is filled with terrors beyond your comprehension, but you are not alone. From this day forward, you will live under our guardianship. Billions stopped to listen. Some cheered. Others dropped to their knees in prayer. To many it sounded like salvation. But those who knew humanity's history heard something else. A chain hidden inside velvet words. On Mars, within the massive domed chambers of the Council of Nations, Earth's leaders gathered to greet the aliens. The Volari envoy appeared before them as a projection, tall, robed in light, its voice smooth and commanding. You are fragile, the envoy said. Your world is vulnerable. Your defenses are primitive. Alone you will fall to the dangers that lurk in the void. We offer protection. All we ask is your obedience and trust. The chamber fell silent. Politicians exchanged nervous glances. Some looked eager, ready to kneel if it meant safety. But at the far end of the hall, the head of Earth's delegation rose slowly to her feet. Ambassador Reyna Carter was not a woman of soft words. She had spent decades negotiating ceasefires in wars that no one thought could end. She had seen empires rise and collapse, always with the same justification: protection. She had scars of her own, both on her body and in her memory, that told her what promises like this truly meant. Reyna smiled. Not the polite smile of diplomacy. Not the fearful smile of submission. It was sharp, dangerous, almost mocking. Protection? She repeated. Her voice carried across the chamber like steel. Really? The envoy tilted its head. Yes. Without us, your species will not survive. Reyna chuckled. The sound was soft, but it cut through the silence. Try harder. The words landed like a thunderclap. Delegates froze. The Volari envoy rippled, its voice faltering for the first time. You do not understand. Without us, your civilization will be destroyed. Reyna stepped forward, her grin widening. We understand perfectly. And maybe you don't understand us. Humanity has been tested since the moment we first drew breath. We've survived famine, plague, fire, and war. We've stared down extinction again and again, and every time we've clawed our way back, stronger than before. The envoy's glow dimmed, its voice sharper now. Your world is primitive. Your defenses are nothing compared to the galaxy's great powers. Reyna's eyes hardened. Do you think we've been sitting idle, waiting for saviors? Do you think we never looked up at the stars and wondered what waited for us? You call us fragile, but fragility forged us. This planet, our home, tried to kill us every day. And we survived. Not because someone protected us, but because we learned to fight back. She raised her hand. The chamber's walls shifted, revealing a vast hollow display. Gasps filled the room. In orbit around Jupiter, hidden beneath storms and shadows, vast human dreadnoughts floated silently. Their hulls were black and angular, armed with rail cannons the size of skyscrapers, plasma lances that could pierce moons. Further out, near the edge of the system, entire fleets of cloaked ships drifted in silence. Engines cold, weapons primed, waiting for the signal. The Valari envoy flickered violently. This is impossible. Reyna's grin was all teeth now. No. This is humanity. You came expecting weakness. You came expecting gratitude. You thought we were children waiting to be saved. But let me tell you the truth. She leaned closer to the projection, her voice dropping low, dangerous. Humanity doesn't need protection. Humanity is protection. We are the shield we forged with our own blood. We are the sword sharpened on our own suffering. You came here to test us. You thought to tame us. But here's what you need to understand. Her final words rang like a war drum. We are not the ones who need saving. We are the storm you should fear. The envoy crackled, its projection distorting. You would defy the Concord? You would risk annihilation. Reyna's laugh was cold. Defy you? No. We simply refuse to kneel. If you want obedience, if you want submission, you'll have to take it. And if you try, you'll learn what every empire in our history has learned. Humanity doesn't bow. We burn. The projection shattered. Above Earth, the Valari Armada loomed, its ships gleaming with golden light. But for the first time, hesitation rippled through their formation. Their aura of invincibility had cracked. The humans in the chamber rose to their feet, their fear replaced with something fiercer, pride. They had seen the truth hidden in Reyna's grin. The galaxy thought Earth was weak. The galaxy thought Earth needed protection. But the galaxy was about to learn a lesson carved into every human heart. Earth did not survive by kneeling. Earth survived by baring its teeth. And when pushed, Earth would unleash a wrath the stars themselves would remember.